how to take your protective style down the right way so you can retain the most length possible. So in this video, we're going to discuss the process the right way, and we're going to discuss products that you should use, and I'm going to give you options, right? So if you're allergic to one thing, if you just hate the smell of this thing, no worries, there are options, and you're going to be able to use one or the other to have a healthy hair journey. So let's start with the takedown process, right? Number one, you cannot take your hair down on dry hair. You cannot do that, right? When you do that, you increase your chances of your hair breaking. So first and foremost, you can't do it on dry hair. And we're going to discuss what you can use, okay? Number two, you have to take your time in doing it. You got to make sure that you're doing that on a day that you don't have, to go out in like 2 hours, and you're anxious, you're depressed, you're angry. You can't do it when you're not feeling your best. What happens when you do your hair when you're not feeling your best, especially because we're discussing taking down a protective style, which means your hair is likely matted, your hair is likely dry, your hair is likely not gonna be the easiest state to kind of like navigate, right? So you wanna be in the best mood, have the time to do it. You gotta have the time to do it. Number three, if you find that you're already tired from taking your hair down, using the right method, which takes a while, right? If you find that you get tired after that process, leave the wash day for the next day. What can you do after you take your hair down today and you want to go out? You use one of these. I'm gonna post a picture, like those stylish bonnets. You can have your hair in a bun and you put some kind of like headband. You can if your hair's not wet, you can go ahead and put 2 cornrows and wear a wig. There's a lot of options, right? Why am I saying that? If you find that you're tired from taking your hair down today, you don't have to wash it on the same day. Wash it the next day. Why do I say that? Not do your hair when you're like super tired, when you're not doing your best, right? What happens is at any point of your wash day, at any point of you manipulating your hair, there's a chance of breakage, right? So if you are doing your hair, if you're doing your wash day while you're tired from just having taken it down, you might be a little rougher during the shampoo process. You might be impatient and not shampoo the surface of your scalp enough. You might get, you might try to rush the process and not even deep condition. And you think moisturizing your hair after just shampoo is going to be enough. No, your hair is not going to be moisturized for the amount of days that you would like. And it might not even feel good, okay? So with all that said, if you just took your hair down and you don't have the energy to continue your whole hair process, continue the next day. Number three, you cannot use tools in this process, in the takedown process. What do I mean by tools? You cannot use a brush, you cannot use a comb, you cannot use anything. Just your fingers is enough in this process, in the takedown process. The only tool you can use, because I prefer my fingers, but if you must use a tool, okay, you can only use the back of a rat tail comb, and I'll put a picture of how that looks, right? That's it. That's all you can use. So you use the tail to, carefully take your hair down. Me, like I said, I prefer my fingers because it's the gentlest tool, okay? Now, let's talk about products. What do you use to take your protective style down to make sure you keep all of your length? Number one, never do it dry. What can you use? Something slippery. Something like aloe vera. So you scoop the aloe vera out, you blend it up, you strain it because you don't want those chunks in your hair. You strain it and then you put it in a applicator bottle, and then you just, put some on your hand or put some in your hair and use that to take your hair down. That's one. You can use flaxseed gel. So you make it while it's already warm after you just strained it. You use it. The warmth in it helps even more to take your hair down properly. Another slippery agent that you can use is okra. I'll put a picture of how that looks, right? Okra. anything slippery, really, marshmallow root, anything slippery. Or you can use the pre-shampoo from I'll put it here, African Pride. You just use that. Anything slippery, right? Let's just say you're not in the mood of using anything slippery because, I don't know, it gives you sticky fingers. You can use coconut oil. I'll put a clip of like me using coconut oil to stick my hair down. It's the best process. It feels good. Now, that's if your hair tolerates coconut oil. Not all hair types tolerate coconut oil, okay? So, if you learn anything from this video today, take your time when you're taking your hair down and never do it dry. These are the two main takeaway. So thank you so much for watching. Tune in for the next video. Like and subscribe so that you can know when I post the next video.